Welcome back to Impact Math with Miss Taylor. Alrighty, we have an ASVAB word problem. It says a server earns an average tip of 12% of the cost of the food they serve. If they serve $375 worth of food in one evening, how much in tips will they earn on average? So the first thing we want to do is we want to change this percent to a decimal. And there's two ways you could do that. You could just divide it by 100, which really means you're moving this decimal place 2 places to the left. So we're going to do 375 times 0.12, okay? So we're going to do 2 times 5 is 10, carry the 1. 2 times 7 is 14, plus 1 is 15, carry the 1. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Put down your placeholder because now we're going to the 10 spot. So 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 7 is 7, 1 times 3 is 3. And then you add these two down. So we're going to get 0, 10, 14 plus 1 is 15. And carry the 1. We get 3 plus 1 is 45. Don't forget, whenever you have a decimal, right, you have to count how many digits you have behind the decimal. And that's where you put your decimal place. So 1, 2 right here has to go. And B is going to be your answer. Alrighty, I hope this helps. Have a wonderful, blessed day. And I most definitely will catch you on the next one. Don't forget to hit that follow, subscribe button. And thank you for the support. Bye. Joe received an hourly wage of $8.15. His boss gave him a 7% raise. How much does Joe make per hour now? Alrighty, so the first thing that we're going to do is we want to change this percent to a decimal. Remember, that's the same thing as dividing by 100, or you're moving it over 2 spaces. So it will be 8.15 times 0.07, okay? So 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 3 is 10. Carry the 1. 7 times 8 is 56, plus 1 is 57. We have our placeholder here, okay, because we're moving to the tens. And then that would be 0, 0, 0, okay? We're going to add down here. So we would get 5, 0, 7, 5, okay? But remember, we have 4 digits behind the decimal. So we would count 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'd be approximately 57.05 cents. Okay, so 57. So how much did Joe make per hour now, though? So that 7% gave him 57 cents more. So we would need to add those. So we would do 8.15 plus 0.57, okay? And then 5 plus 7 is 12. Carry the 1. And as soon as you see this 2 here, I would look at my answer choices always. The only one that has a 2 there is C. And then you would move on to the next problem, but we will finish this out. 5 plus 2 is 7. And then you drop down your 8. So now he's making $8.72 from his 7% raise. Alrighty, I hope that helps. And let's continue to the next. Joanne is taking an admissions examination. If she has to get at least 40 of the 60 questions right to pass, what percent of questions does she need to answer correctly? So what we want to do when we're trying to find what percent, we want to put how many she got right over the total. So we would make this 40 over 60. Well, we can reduce this, okay, by dividing out by 10, or simply crossing out the 0 over 0, okay? So that would end up 4, 6, okay? Now we can reduce 4, 6 and take that by 2. So this would be 2/3, okay? But now 2/3. I always tell my students to remember certain fractions. and make sure that they can, like 2/3. If you know what 2/3 is, you know it's going to be 6.66666 repeating. So how we get that, let me show you, is you're going to do 3 into 2, okay? So 3 doesn't go into 2, but 3 goes into 20 6 times. So 6 times 3 is 18. And then 20 minus 18 is another 2. We're going to add another 0, drop down to 0. And you see how it's going to go 6 again. So we get 6 times 3 is 18. And you notice that this will just keep on repeating over and over again, right? So we can write this as a mixed number. We can write this as 66 and 2/3. We could put the 2 over the 3. And how we get the percent, because you're saying, well, there's a decimal right here. Well, we will really be timesing this by 100, which would be moving this decimal 2 places to the right. So that's how we get 66 and 2/3% as D. But if you knew 2/3 was 0.666 repeating, that would have saved you time in doing this step. So memorize that. 2/3 is 6666, 666 repeating, okay? All righty, let's go to the next. A teacher deposits $3,000 in a retirement fund. If they don't add any more money to the fund, which earns an annual interest rate of 6%, how much will they get after 1 year of the investment? So what we want to do is we want to change the 6% to a decimal. Remember, you divide by 100 or move the decimal places 2 spaces to the left. So we're going to do 3,000 times 0.06. And so you would get 0, 0, 0. 6 times 3 is 18. Okay. Put your placeholder of 0, and then you would have 4 more zeros. Okay. 0, 0, 0, 0. Then we're going to add down. So we get 18000. Remember, you have 2 digits after the decimal. So you would move over 1, 2. So our decimal place would have to go right here. So she would get $180, which is 6% of 3,000. So as soon as you see that 180, you're going to have to add. You're going to add how much she put in, which is 3,000, plus the 180 that she got from the 6% interest rate. And so you should see it is C. But we will add it down. 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 1 is 1. Carry down the 3. And that's how much money she would get after a year of investment. Alrighty, I truly hope this is helping you. Thank you so much for supporting me and watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And please share if you know anybody struggling to pass the ASVAB or needs to get a higher score. Alrighty, let's go to our last problem. So you should pause the video here and see if you can get this last problem. Kaya had only 1 coupon for 10% off 1 frozen turkey breast. The turkey breast cost $8.50 each. And Kaya wanted to buy 2. How much did she pay? Okay, so Kaya had a 10% off 1 frozen turkey breast. So let's find out how much 10% off of the $8.50 she would have paid for 1. So we want to change this to a decimal, divide by 100, which means we move it over 2 places to the left. So we're going to do 850 times 0.10. And we get 0, 0, 0. Put your placeholder for the 0 because you're moving over to the 10 spot. 1 times 0, 0. 1 times 5 is 5. And 1 times 8 is 8. We're going to add those. So we get 0, 0, 5, 8. Remember, you have 4 digits behind the decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to move your decimal place over 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you always go from right to left, okay, when you're moving your decimal place over. So then the person would have got, if they got 1 coupon for 10% off the frozen turkey breast, they would have got 85 cents off of 1, okay? So let's do, if we want off, that means we have to subtract. So we're going to do $8.50 minus 85 cents. So we will borrow 7, make this 15, make this 14, make this 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 14 minus 8 is 6. And so it would be $7.65. But remember, she wanted to buy 2. So we have to take that $7.65 that she would have paid for 1 with her 10% off. And we're going to add another $8.50 to that. So 5 plus 0 is 5. 6 plus 5 is 11. And as soon as I would have saw this 15, I would have looked at my answer choices. And so A has to be our answer because that's the only one that has 15. But we can continue. 8 plus 7 is 15 plus 1 is 16. So she would have ended up paying $16.15 for 2 turkey breasts. Alrighty. I hope that helps. Thank you so much. If you made it this far in the video, I hope it blesses you. You have truly blessed me for watching this, and I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I most definitely will catch you on the next one. Bye!